Hello, YouTube. It's Osrs Live, bringing you the episode 8. No, this is 7. Episode 7 of the Osrs Runescape Road to Swan Song. That's a fail. Swan Song. And of course, this is going to be a little longer video than usual. My usual is average. I like to keep it around 15 minutes. That's just a really nice spot. It's a really good spot to keep videos at. 20 minutes is okay, but 30 minutes is kind of pushing where you really should be. And I don't really want to make the 30-minute videos, but I did not want to make this a two-parter. I want to just make this the whole one thing, and I didn't really want to just put it as a clip, as something I did as a regular episode. So I kind of made this a whole thing, so it's a complete quest. It would have been a 2-hour long quest, but I made it down to 30 minutes, which is not bad. Now, of course, I would like to announce that I am going to be starting my RS3 series starting really soon. Probably, actually, it will either be either after episode 8 or before episode 8 of the Osrs series. Now, of course, the reason why I'm doing a dual series, why I'm doing old school and version of this and RS3 version, is because there is a significant difference. I want to see, kind of in a sense, how quick I get to the same point I am right now on episode 7 of Old School RS versus the RS3 episode 7. Will they be the same? Will I be roughly the same? Will I be further in? And please note that I've been spending about a good amount of time playing, and I do like to do that. But a lot of the clips is just a lot of time doing stuff. It's just that it's cut back off. I don't show every single thing I do, but I try to show the stuff, like the progress stuff, like when I get levels. Well, I've been like main levels I've been going for recently, but I don't really might not do that from now on. I think I'm gonna go back to which you'll see in episode 6. Is that I did exactly that, and I think I did it for episode 5 as well, but I'm not 100% on that one. I'd have to go back to it. But I think what I want to do is mainly go and show you every level I get, especially now, as I'm starting to get to where it takes a lot. I have a lot higher levels, and I don't get levels as often. It might be worth that for showing me getting those levels completely. I think that's what it is. And the main reason why I wanted to do it the way I did originally, where I had it so I showed my goal levels. I was starting to go to my goal levels because I was getting levels too fast to the point where I would get levels fast, and there was no point. I didn't really want to do that because it'd be so many episodes if I just showed it a clip. So I decided just not to do that. We just show main things like completing quests, getting big levels, and that's what I chose to do. But now I'm getting higher up. It's gonna be levels are gonna be not as often, so it will take a little bit more to get a clip. So what I'm gonna probably do is show when I get levels, record that, big drops, big money gains, stuff like that. I'm actually currently working on getting 60 in all tests. Coming combat styles, attack, range, defense. HP should happen, I think, when I get 50 strength. If not, it will happen for mage. But I won't be doing mage where I'm training right now. Mage and range will probably train someplace else. Mage, I'm really kind of training through Slayer. Mostly that. Range is going to happen. I'm going to start training that up a bit so I can get some levels on that. As I want to get levels on those. Those are the main big things I want to get levels on. I want to get my combat set, my Slayer up. Because Slayer is going to be really good money. I hate saying them. But I'll say it anyways. But this quest wasn't a bad quest. It did a pretty good time frame. I think it's not a record of any kind, but I think it was like an hour and something minutes. It wasn't 2 hours, fully 2 hours. It was under 2 hours, but some of it was kind of arcane. It's not a bad. It is long quest. I'll tell you this. This is relatively long quest, but there's a lot of stuff in the quest that you have to go about. And the fact that Monkey Madness 2 coming out, I know I want to get this done. I want to be able to get Dragon Scimitars unlocked so that I can use mine. That's one of the main goals there was for this video, and that's what this did for me. Now I have that. I would have the abilities of that. I haven't shown you guys yet. You guys will see that in episode 8 that I have progressed far enough for the wear that. And there's some money gains from what I've killed. And I started killing experiments, but I realized really relatively fast they weren't really worth doing, because just for the sheer fact that even though they were decent, they're really good experience, 400 experiences per kill, but they're so crowded alone, and it's just not worth it. It's like sitting there and saying, hey, these are great experience, but if it's so cramped I can't get the levels fast enough, there's no point in it. It's just way too overcrowded. But what I ended up doing was better off in the long run, because I gained money off it, like a lot of money. I failed a couple times here because I just bad in the choices. I walked up too close to the first one, obviously, and the second time I went too early, and then this one I went perfect. But I mean, the quest went pretty well. From my standpoint, I think I did very well with the quest. It was a decent quest. It was a sweet time-wise. I got a lot of stuff done within a short period of time, amount of time that I had to. Didn't need to do too much. I'm still doing pretty good on this food supply, considering what I have and what I've been training, what I've been using it for. It's been going pretty good. And that's the biggest thing for me, is that I'm spending a good amount of time getting stuff done. And that's one of the best things, that the food supply is going fairly good use. And it's not being, it's not being used, way too much, overused. It's being used a good amount, just the right amount, where I'm getting stuff done and I'm getting a lot of progress. And that's a big thing for me. And sorry about that, my dog's being a pain in the butt. He doesn't want to stop licking his area. But nonetheless, continuing on with that thing, that one of the main things is that I want to progress and get things done a lot faster. I'm hoping to get I'm doing Monkey Man as well. I'm thinking Monkey Man. Swan Song done within a few episodes, hopefully. That's really a big thing for me. I'm gonna really push our quests, really get them done, so that I can sit there and say, hey, I got this done. I just have to do a few other things, get some more stats, and be good. I mean, Swan Song's not really a difficult quest. It's more of it's kind of a long quest, except for the boss. I mean, you'll see the boss is pretty easy, I think. In my standpoint, the boss is pretty easy. But in old school, from what I remember, it wasn't that easy of a quest, and it took a lot of time to do the quest. And that was a big thing, was that just the sheer amount of time the quest took to get done. Now here I did not bring the monkey bones, because he would have held that. I think he held on to it if I gave it to him, but it didn't really matter, because I didn't really alter my progress of my video quest. I mean, yes, you can see kind of skipping here. That's because of the speed, and I kind of AFK'd here. I don't know why I did that, but I think I was reading up on the quest guide, just double looking and then going over things, and then continued on. That's what I kept the quest guide to the side, just so that it's easier for me to keep a quest guide open, so that if I forget something, because I haven't done these quests in a long time. I mean, I started playing back in 2006, and even then, when I did Monkey Man, it's not actually as early as I do usually here nowadays. Nowadays, I kind of try to do it as soon as I possibly can do it. I probably could have done this like a couple days. This should have been by episode. I could have done it, I think, by episode 4 was when I could have done it. Actually, have done it. I'd made it. But I kept kind of pushing it because I like to procrastinate. And that's kind of a thing for me, is that I will delay doing something if I don't have to do it. And that's what ends up happening, is that I delayed doing this quest if I didn't have to. And I was like, you know what, I want to get this quest done. It's a good experience. I want to get some training, start doing my training I need to do, and get stuff done. And that's what I did. I ended up doing exactly that. I finally got myself done and pushed myself to finish. But nonetheless, I continue on with doing these. I get the enchanted bar. This is when I ended up starting realizing, oh wait, I didn't bring the bones, and I need the bones. But I was thinking, you know what, I have to come back here for the bones just to end the talisman anyways, just to get the Gregory. So, because I don't think I could have gotten the monkey Gregory from the uncle until I made the amulet anyways. So I would have had to come here anyways first. And that would have led to the point where it's like, it didn't matter if I didn't have the bones, even though it said to have the bones in the guide. It just wouldn't make a difference. One thing that would end up being a big help was the Artie Task Cape, the first one. Having an easy teleport to where I can restore my prayer and get kind of an easy access to a tree. It's not too far of a distance, which was great. Because the tree stronghold has bangs, like literally when you're going back towards there, instead of going to the right to go do that, you gotta just go to the left a little bit. Which was nice, because it was pretty simple restocking on the way. And it kind of helped the quest go along a little quicker. And that was a big thing for me, is I got stuff done. I think I bought the bones this time. Or I didn't. No, I guess I didn't burn the bones. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't. I did it next time I had to restock, just because I knew I would have to go back to the tunnel, and I didn't want to really going through the effort of doing how it told me to get out. So it was easier for me just to teleport out, come back, go back through the normal way, and go through the cave. That's what I ended up doing. Yeah, I think I got out. I failed this time because I wasn't sure. Or no, I think I just didn't go because I wasn't sure if this was going to do that, and I wanted to be safe. But yeah. It ended up being, like, a lot of this quest is mostly just for the sake of. Now, here came a lot of issues, was I was having issues getting into that trapdoor. And because I didn't bring runes, I couldn't cast spells. It just killed the gorilla that was there. So I could have just walked in. But that was for another story. I ended up getting lucky. Someone did show up. Actually, I think I hopped worlds a couple times. And got one world happen because someone just happened. I think someone else was doing the quest at the time on that world. And they came up. And they happened to be killing them. So, I forgot exactly what happened here. If it was exactly they were doing the quest or they were just killing. They went down for some other reason and they happened to be killing one of them. But either way, they left enough so that I could actually go and get through with this part. But this part was not easy. This was the first hop. Realized I was probably not going to get it through that way. The guy said was wait here until I had an opening and then go for it. But I really never had an opening. Like, that was supposed to be the one opening I had, but I wasn't going to get that. That opening would not have worked. It was not really going to work. It lasted, like, not even a second. What I ended up doing was thinking, like, you know what, I'm just going to go log into my other account that I had that I did beat the quest for, Oh, that's when the guy went. I must have not paid attention to notice that. I never noticed that, actually. But he must have just been doing, maybe he was doing what was pretty for disaster, that's why. But yeah, so I killed that guy, and that was my opportunity, because I think when I went around the other way, which eventually got to go, I was able to go right in perfectly, and it was easy to get out. It was annoying to get in, but I got out pretty fine. This was my prayer, came back through, did the monkey thing. Took me a little while to get to the point where I got the Gregory from it. Did not take too long, but I wasn't exactly sure when. And I didn't know why I sat there letting it hit me for a little bit, but I didn't die, which was a good thing. That would have been annoying to die right there. But, I didn't know. I probably could have gone right there, but I wasn't sure, so I was like, I got the 5 bananas first, because that was the quickest method, in my standpoint, to getting things done, because I was like, I already knew I was going to need 5 bananas, so why not just get the 5 bananas? But the quest went pretty good from here. I didn't end up doing the method where you just sit there and with the gnome kill it down to almost 1 health. I decided to just kill it myself. Spend time to actually kill it myself. So it didn't take too long to kill it. I did a pretty good job. Because apparently it didn't really move if it mages you. It just would sit there and mage you. So I could literally just protect magic. Anyone that's actually doing the quest, if you just protect magic and stand far enough away that it doesn't have melee, you're not in melee distance, you can actually sit there and just mage it to death, and it will work. Or range it. As long as you pray mage, you'll be fine. Got the Gregory, tried dropping it, but then said, it's not worth it spending the time to deal with it. And started doing the crying thing when I would have had to log out. Yada yada yada, or wait, and I was like, you know what, I'm not waiting for this. I'm gonna just go and continue on with this quest, get it going, because I wanted to just get it going, get it done with, get as far as I can. Let's see, I don't think there's too much more. There's still some work. One thing I did try was apparently was the part where when you grab the monkey. That if you got the monkey from the Artie Zoo, that basically you could sit there and what did it say? You could try giving it bananas to get food, to get a clue scroll. I tried that. Didn't get it. I gave up on it. I did that for a little bit. I ended up not getting it, which was kind of sad, but it was it was a rare chance for a medium clue scroll, so I only tried it once all the trees were gone. Bananas from the trees were gone. After that point, I said, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm spending way too much time standing here, not continuing the quest, and I was like, yeah, why not? But goals for the series are still to get Swan Song done, and then continue on training, working on getting higher up in combat stats where I can start bossing. My goal, one thing I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to be going to Iron Dragons and Steel Dragons with Mage, and that's one of the best ways. That's going to be one of my ways I'm going to be getting my magic up, higher up, but it's also going to be a way I'm going to get some extra money or prayer, or at least some prayer experience, because at minimum it's going to be prayer experience, but I'm hoping to actually do money first, as that's going to be a big thing for me, is if I get enough money, I can start just training more and getting more supplies and doing stuff. But that's going to be the main thing. This is where it's kind of close to where you're almost done, but you just have to go, which is nice. You just teleport, but I still had to teleport out one more time. I skipped through a lot of it because I know what it's basically talking about, because there's no point really going through it. But I teleport out, I go through the processes of getting an audience with the king so I can, and so on and so forth. It's a good quest. It's really good rewards. I mean, for those people that just don't want to gain defense levels, they never can go back to Monkey Man, not the Ape Patrol, which sucks for them. To me, well, it's your choice. To me, it's like, why limit yourself? There's no point to it. In my standpoint, there really is no point to it. But each people like their own things, and that's kind of like the thing they like. But at this point, you don't really need any more food, which is nice. Like I said, one thing I said is 15 minutes is kind of like the nice peak of time, because I'm already going, this is like 20 minutes in at least, minimum. Yeah, like I said about the speed up kind of here, is like I said, I sped up just so I could get, like, put this into one video without having to put two, which I kind of wish at this point, I kind of wish I did 2 videos, but it's alright. I'm still going to stick with going with 1 video, because at this point, I'm already most of the way through, so I can't go too much further. It won't be too much longer. I kind of like how the monkey just looks like it's running when it kind of sped up. So it's kind of funny to me, but that's another standpoint. Creepy. My dog's staring at the wall. Something weird that was different. But my dog is staring at the wall for no reason. Oh well. But we get into talking to the guy, going back, trying to make a peace between the Commodore monkeys and these guys. But so they said that's where you start going to the part where you're doing go get the Artizu monkey. But after that point, you basically want to gear up, and after you finish doing this part, you're going to gear up, and you're going to sit there and prepare for the main fight, because basically once you go in there, you can't, it's easy to leave, but still, it's easier on you if you get done faster. Going through this. Hopefully this won't. Then I ended up playing a medium test, or it was a test. I don't remember which one it was. It was. I completed a test. I can't read this. Oh, it's a hard task. It completed a hard task. Because I haven't rendered the video. I'm doing this recording by watching it pre-rendered. So it's not as good quality for me, so I can't read the text as much. But once what I usually do is I render the video, and then I go through the process of making the audio, and then when I go and put the audio and I render it, well, I just use the non-rendered video, so it doesn't look as good when I do it, but once I render it, it looks just the way it should supposed to be. 1080p, lovely, looking good video. Well, it looks the way it should look like currently when I play old school. That's what matters. It's not blurry, it's not anything. I try to spend as much time as I can editing, cutting out video, getting the parts that matter, as that's kind of what I'm going for. That's kind of like a thing where my bad habit was that I used to never, one of my old channels I don't use anymore, is that I didn't really edit. And when I didn't really edit, that's what led to a lot of issues, is just that I basically just played the thing without making any attempt to edit. I was like, to me, I felt like editing was like taking the video out. I know, yes, sure, I could edit, make it look better. And my standpoint was, this is where I kind of wanted to get bananas to see if I could get a Cusco out of it. But I've decided that I don't know, I've left or went over there to do that. But I kind of liked how if I did an edit, you could see everything I did. That way, if I made a mistake and I should have done something differently, that you could see that I should have done it that way. But from a standpoint, I do like the idea of editing this. That because RuneScape, there's just so much like you can do. But like if I make a 15-minute video, you'd only see me doing something for 15 minutes and that's it. Like for this, I'd rather show progress videos than show small videos where you're seeing 15 minutes and you're doing one thing. And that's not what I want to do. But this is mostly just before. This is the talk about this week, and apparently that they find out because of the wizard guy that's there. That's basically how you're seeing things, pretty much. But this is the final battle, which is nice because the quest is basically done at this point, and we're gonna get done with this quest. I really don't plan on doing this kind of long thing. If I'm gonna do this kind of thing where I show a whole quest, I'm gonna probably two-part it if it ends up being past the 15-minute mark. And there's gonna be a good amount chunk of video left. Because just so that it's a lot easier on me, so that if I need to, I don't have to sit there and have a 30-minute video where I have to come up with a lot of audio for it. 15-minute videos are easy for audio. 30-minute videos take a lot more time to make audio for. And it takes a lot more time. But, like I said, we start doing this. As you can see, I stand right there, and the guy doesn't make the boss doesn't even attack me with melee, just attacks me with mage. But so I sit there and just pray mage and attack it. And I think I drunk one prayer dose, or two. I don't remember if I drank too much, if at all. Because the boss was going down pretty fast anyways. And that was a big thing, that the boss was actually going down. But the boss wasn't difficult. The normal method would be, is you go, like, the way I'm facing, you can see a wall right there. You just stand around the wall and let them attack until it gets down to very low HP. And then you would come out and you would just hit and run tactic, or try to kill it as fast as you possibly can. And basically that's how you would kill it. For whatever reason, I just stopped attacking. I don't know why, but I just did. But okay, I did drink some prayer pots. I don't know now. But I got teleported out. Used my cape to teleport there to the monastery. Use the tree to get back, and then I completed the quest. Ended up having just waste. I did end up wasting food, which was something I didn't like doing, but I did it anyway. But I wasted some food just so I can get the reward from here, and then I went upstairs. I did choose to take more attack and defense than strength and HP, as I had already more strength HP than I did attack. I mean, strength levels at the time versus attack, but I mean, it was 16k for free. Not 16k, that was for free. I was using more in the prayer portions and everything else than that reward would give me, but the experience was worth more my time than anything else. So, I'm not sure how much more of this there is, so if anything, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and episode 8 will be coming out soon.